Have you ever met someone so insanely insufferable and disgustingly full of themselves? Well, meet Bubble Bass, an obese, olive green sea bass who's been terrorizing Bikini Bottom for years.
His vituperative hyperbole has certainly diminished your credibility.
He's fat, annoying, and feels the need to ruin other people's lives with his lousy food critic act. This absolute unit of a man-child has been lying, cheating, and trashing people's lives for fun, and he's living in his mum's basement.
Bubble Bass? Who are you talking to down there?
Mother, please stop trying to undermine my fantasy talk show.
You know, as a sponge lover, I hate him. In fact, I despise him. And I'm sure a lot of you do too. So to find my fellow haters, I took a deep dive into the Spongebob fandom. And let me tell you, the hatred for this bloke is universal. Some people said, I hate how Bubble Bass is basically a main character now. Another said, he's the worst addition to modern SpongeBob. And honestly, they're not wrong. Because why would you put this disgusting thing in the show again? But don't worry, we've scoured through all the Bubble Bass episodes to compile all the glorious moments where this parasitic leech got exactly what he needed. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to be as ecstatic as I am watching this mama's boy get his pickles.
Huh? No, Mama, please! I was just trying!
Let's bloody do this, shall we? All right, let's start at the very beginning with the episode that introduced us to this absolute menace. Pickles is where Bubble Bass makes his grand debut. And immediately, I mean immediately, he starts his bullshit.
I hear talk you make a mean Krabby Patty.
Yep. I hear talk you're kind of picky.
So, SpongeBob's working at the Krusty Krab, having a lovely time making Krabby Patties, when this fat walks in. Bubble Bass orders a Krabby Patty and makes the most overly complicated order I've ever heard in my life.
Triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it and let it swim.
And Squidward says his iconic line.
We serve food here, sir.
I really love Squidward sometimes. SpongeBob, being the sweet little optimist he is, makes the burger exactly as ordered. Perfect, pristine. But when Bubble Bass takes one look at it, he claims there's no pickles.
Only one thing. You forgot the pickles!
Now, SpongeBob knows he put pickles in that burger, but Bubble Bass is the king of gaslighting. He sounds so convincing that this makes SpongeBob completely mental.
The pickles should be right where they always are. I know I put them on. Where are those pickles? Pickles, pickles, pickles.
He loses his confidence. He can't make Krabby Patties anymore and becomes a shell of his former self. All because this sorry excuse of a food critic decided to ruin his life just for a free burger.
No! Mr. Krabs, I am so confused. I can't remember how to do anything.
SpongeBob gets a much-needed confidence boost and confronts Bubble Bass at the Krusty Krab. And when Bubble Bass tries to pull the same again, SpongeBob calls him out. Bubble Bass laughs with his gob open. And guess what Spongy saw? The pickles.
Wait a minute! Look! He's been hiding the pickles under his tongue the whole time.
But wait, there's more. Not only were the pickles under his tongue, but so were the pickles from last time. And a woman's car keys that she's been looking for. This dumbass has been stealing people's stuff and stuffing them under his tongue like some kind of aquatic kleptomaniac.
And there's the pickles from last time, too.
And there's my car keys.
And
Bubble Bass is exposed as a fraud. He runs out of the Krusty Krab in shame. And honestly, that public humiliation was just the appetizer we needed for what's coming.
there's my ride.
Right, so this next episode shows us that Bubble Bass hasn't learned a single thing from his public humiliation in Pickles. He's back at the Krusty Krab, being an absolute pillock as usual. So, in Larry the Floor Manager, Bubble Bass, being an entitled prick, decides to be even more demanding and obnoxious than usual.
Yes, I will have a quad patty with a sprinkling of Himalayan salt, smoked paprika, and microgreen.
It's first thing in the morning. Customers are waiting in line. Rush hour's started, and he chose to be an arsehole for everybody. Great!
Hold on, I'm not finished with my order.
Why does he have to make his life everyone's problem? He's nitpicking everything, making ridiculous demands, and Mr. Krabs, being a no-nonsense crustacean, decides to take matters into his own claws.
Not Gouda.
When Bubble Bass tries to complain again, Mr. Krabs grabs the Krabby Patty and shoves it right into his massive gob. Just rams it in there.
Just eat the regular Krabby Patty and stop wasting everybody's time!
Do you know what this means for Bubble Even Mr. Krabs, a man who values money above everything, was willing to lose a customer just to shut him up. That's how messed up Bubble Bass is. We need an episode that really shoves the taste of his own medicine down his pants. And can we expect that in this next episode? Oh, yes, we can. Now we're getting into really satisfying territory. Bubble Bass's tab is an entire episode dedicated to Bubble Bass being a leech. And the karma that follows is absolutely brilliant. So it turns out, and this won't surprise anyone, Bubble Bass has been eating at the Krusty Krab for years without paying. He's racked up a massive tab that he's been dodging like he dodges employment.
No more food for you until you pay your tab!
Tab?
He tries to wiggle his way with a board game, and Krabs is not buying it. This fat wagon tries to waddle away as fast as his stubby legs can carry him. He sneaks out the back and orders 15 patties, but Krabs catches him.
You will get my money. Na, 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 na.
This is a kid's show. Now, Krabs forces Spongebob and Squidward to get him to pay his tab.
Mr. Squidward, I want you and SpongeBob to go after Bubble Bass and collect his tab.
Then, Bubble Bass tricks them into an improv cardboard duel in his basement, where Squidward bests him by punching his bulging, hairy gut. So, Bubble Bass loses, and Mr. Krabs forces him to work at the Krusty Krab to pay off his debt. And oh my days, watching this arrogant prick actually have to work for once. Chef's kiss.
Nice.
This is torture. My arms are killing me. I can't feel my fingers. I feel cramped. I'm cramped.
He's absolutely terrible at it. He can't take orders properly, can't cook, can't clean. He's useless. He spent so much time being a mama's boy that he has no idea what actual work looks like.
My back is breaking.
Things got so bad, even the customers were paying Krabs to fire him.
I didn't
Just get that menace out of here.
So not only does he work and fail badly, he gets humiliated and he's in debt. That's the kind of karma I've been itching to see. A 2-for-1 deal. Alright haters, if you enjoy watching this prick get absolutely destroyed, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any more karma videos. No, seriously, subscribe before we see his own mother batter him. Right, so this next one really shows how pathetic Bubble Bass is. The fact that he's a grown man who still lives with his mother, and in this episode, even she's had enough of his shit. So, Bubble Bass's mum tells him to stop his fantasy talk shows and take out the trash, do the dishes, and walk the worm. That's not a dance move, she means walk the worm. And Bubble Bass, being the man-child, throws a fit. She gets pissed and stuffs everything down the basement. Bubble Bass is fed up with his mum bossing him around and decides to move out. He finds 2 idiots who are willing to pack his things for a patty lunch. aka SpongeBob and Patrick. And when they asked for their lunch, he ate it.
I'm afraid I was waiting for you so long that I ate them.
Now, SpongeBob and Patrick are stupid. There's no two ways about it. And their stupidity gave BB the worst karma ever. As they were packing his things, they packed his own mother. And boy was she pissed. She stuffs Bubble Bass in cardboard boxes and drives him around town, making sure to hit every single obstacle on the way home.
We'll just see how you like it.
Bubble Bass is going to get battered inside that box. The beautiful thing about this karma is that it's coming from his own mother. The one person who's put up with his bullshit longer than anyone else.
I didn't do it! Ow! Mother! It was SpongeBob and Patrick! I'm drying the dishes, Mommy!
Watching his leech get boxed up and thrown around by his own mum is the kind of justice that makes you believe in karma. He spent his whole life being coddled and enabled, and even his biggest enabler is sick of him.
I love you, Mommy!
Now, this episode really shows us how pathetic Bubble Bass is, and the karma is absolutely beautiful. It all started with a Pigulon action figure. Bubble Bass was ecstatic to get the limited edition, and to celebrate, he dressed as Pigulon's nemesis, Wolfman Boy.
Behold, Wolfman Boy, mortal enemy of the Swine Force 3!
Ooh. The moment he chose that suit, things went to The first suit was a size too small. He struggled all the way to the comic shop. Once he finally arrived, the toy was sold out. Spongebob and Patrick got the very last one.
Oh boy, Patrick, I can't believe we got the very last Pigulon.
His favourite action toy was taken by two nitwits who turned it into an ass scratcher. They don't know the value of a good action figure.
Not Pigulon's precious packaging! There goes half his value!
So, Bubble Bass comes up with a plan. Make that 4 plans. Plan A, ask nicely. SpongeBob was just about to hand it over before he remembered.
I forgot. Patrick and I both chipped in to buy Pigulon. Well, see you later.
That stirred up his resolve for Plan B. Be an inspector. He tells SpongeBob and Patrick that they have dangerous toys in their house. SpongeBob opens his safe with a very complicated bioscan. They head inside, and that's when Bubble Bass gets tortured for the second time.
This is Albert Aardvark. Is he dangerous?
No, it's fine!
Many toys later, Bubble Bass finally got the toy he was looking for. But before he could touch it, SpongeBob did it again.
Is he dangerous?
Oh yes, he's very dangerous!
I went out of order.
What the hell is even that?
Now, if you think that's bad,
Is he dangerous?
I'm pretty sure his fat was used as jet fuel. So, BB's second plan may have failed. Now it's time for Plan C, right? To be a world-famous ghost hunter. He barges into SpongeBob's house and demands that they hand Pigulon over to him.
We'll banish that ghost for you right here. Aussie, Kanushi, Olani.
Now, the funny thing is, there's an actual ghost in the toy, and he wanted to know who dares to kick him out.
Who dares banish me from this plane? He started it!
I'm sure we can all guess what happens next.
Yay!
By now, I'm sure you're thinking, he's given up, right? Nope. He's getting ready for his 4th plan. After getting ghost waste splattered all over him, Bumblebee goes for a more direct approach.
Better hand over Pigulon, or I'll chug, and I'll glug, and I'll belch your house down!
With the help of a fizzy drink and some hot sauce, he burps both SpongeBob and Patrick's house away. But he couldn't belch down Squidward's house since it was SpongeBob-proof. So he calls his mummy and tells her that Scummy and Patty stole Pigulon from him, and boy was she disappointed.
I am so disappointed. Let Mama show you how it's done.
Then Mother belches the house away, only to find the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I have the receipt.
Bubble Bass!
And Oh, mate, does she belch him down. His mother burped him so hard that his clothes flew off in public. But wait, it gets better. SpongeBob finally gives him his precious pugula. But here's the catch. It's broken.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Here you go!
For Christ's sake, why is there a bandage? And they genuinely believe they made him happy. That kind of warms my heart a little bit. Now this episode is one where our boy Sponge does what he does best, making patties. And annoying people, of course.
Stop it.
This perforated pest, or should I say cheese-looking angel, traumatized Bubble Bass so much that he keeps getting flashbacks.
That perforated pest wouldn't let me taste a morsel of Krabby Patty.
In Seaman Sponge Haters Club, Bubble Bass, a member of the SpongeBob haters, narrates his terrible experience with the fry cook.
Crab to grab a light snack between first and second lunch.
While getting his daily grub at the Krusty K, SpongeBob serves his order and notices a lot of things. SpongeBob gets so obsessed with perfection that he stops Bumblebee from eating all of his meal, and he hurts him while doing it.
SpongeBob would not let me consume a single calorie. I tried to take a sip of soda.
Bubble Bass gets fed up and tries to teach the old Bob a lesson. But unfortunately, SpongeBob's like a barnacle. Once he's attached, he's not letting go. And this drives Bubble Bass absolutely mad.
That perforated pest wouldn't let me taste a morsel of Krabby Patty.
Just when Bubble Bass thought it was over, SpongeBob dives into his stomach to retrieve the only thing he managed to devour, gave him indigestion, then dived back out. And
What the hell is even that?
to seal in the trauma, SpongeBob whispers something creepy in his ear.
I forgot my hat.
This was pretty satisfying, wasn't it? Watching this smelly degenerate get trauma wasn't on my list of karma, but I think I'll take it. If there's one thing I hate about Bubble Bass, it's how dirty he is. And in the Dirty Bubble Bass episode, he takes it to a whole nother level.
Shop again? You march yourself upstairs and take your bath.
The episode starts with Bumblebee being his big bad self as usual. He throws his double cakes to kick SpongeBob and Patrick out of the way, just to steal the rare dirty bubble card from the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy comic book shop. Speaking of which, why is he so caked up? I mean, look at the dude.
Congratulations, you're the coolest guy here.
You can tell he only did that because he heard rare and thought he was going to be cool if he had it.
There's nothing like the smell of vintage.
I love the reality check. Just when you think he can't get any worse, he shows us his dirtiness by using a dirty bubble soap, which is literally just dirty soap. And that's ironic because soap shouldn't be dirty anyways.
Ooh, they come with a stick of dirty bubble gum.
His petty thievery comes to bite him when he literally eats the complimentary gum from the card, and it's literally crushing his teeth with every bite. Then he gets a tummy ache and farts out the real dirty bubble. Don't ask me how that works.
Sidekick. Or should I say, inside kick.
He got swallowed up by the dirty bubble and...
Bubble Bass! You're even filthier than before you took a bath! It's not my fault, Mother!
he's gonna be Dirty Bubble's sidekick against his own will?
Nice.
And we're just getting started with the payback. Today has to be my birthday.
Sorry, Mother!
Okay.
Very. Now, the Bubble villain duo have terrorized Bass's mother, and you can see how heartbroken he is for covering her gooey filth.
Busy now.
Please! Remove yourself from my person!
Sorry, fella.
I may be heartless for saying this, but I really like the fact that it was his mother who got hurt first, because now it has broken him.
It was perfect. Perfect.
And we're still not done with the karma. With their infinite filth and Bubble Bass's reluctance, they run around terrorizing the town, causing mayhem and destruction. And you know who hates running and activities. That's right, this guy. Then, Dirty Bubble accidentally drops him to the ground, so he gets run over by a little girl. And he didn't stop there. He made him rob a bank with his stench.
We may need to do a little money laundering.
Damn!
Now, Fatso does the most obvious and most evil thing he could think of, stealing Krabby Patties. He walks into the restaurant, orders all of their patties, steals their money, and starts stealing everyone's food.
Oh, that's terrible.
But where is the karma? Don't worry, folks. It's chummy and it's coming from a bucket very soon. So, Bass takes Dirty Bubble to the chum bucket to fuel up on his lost power. But things take a stuffy turn for our cartoon villain. He gets choked alive with toxic food. I think he died in that chum. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too far. I'm so glad I got to see this prick get screwed over in the most satisfying ways possible. Now, if you have any suggestions for other arrogant pricks who need a karma batter, drop them in the comments. And remember, folks, you can hide pickles under your tongue, but you can't hide from karma. Even if you're hiding in your mum's basement, it'll find you. It always finds you. So, stay safe out there, guys, and don't be a bubble bass. Pay your tabs. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.